So the discourse around Angel Reese. Welcome to EBT 101. Number one EBT community in the nation. And you say EBT, what's EBT? Well, if you don't know, you probably in it. Well, let's take a look at this video. The EBT community coming out in full effect for Angel Reese. And Ryan Clark had comments on RG3's wife. Let's watch.
I think folks that truly love the game of basketball need to be mindful. You need to respect the humanity of these women, whether you are Team Clark or Team Reese, although you can certainly be both, right? The aftermath, the fact that the WNBA has to put out a statement because of racist comments and unsafe conditions toward Angel Reese. All right,
I'm gonna stop her there. I like how they say like only one side is getting affected by this. Only Angel Reese is receiving racism, where you can go on any platform and see people being racist towards Caitlin Clark. How are we letting this narrative push forward?
I just want people to be mindful that whether you like it or not, anytime something happens with the two of them, one is automatically put as a victim and one is automatically put as someone who needs to be saved, when in reality, both are excellent competitors. They both said this was a basketball play. Now, Greeny, let's be...
So, see, this is how McNutt plays in your fucking face. One, it was a basketball play. Two, it was an overreaction. Three, y'all are making it a race issue. No one else is making this a race issue. The people that don't want race brought into things are the ones bringing race into things. I'm confused.
Be honest. If this was the other way around, oh Lord, you can only imagine how the conversation would have gone.
Yeah.
But it's not about race, right?
Know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate, because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese pushed one of her teammates. Caitlin Clark had a hard foul, which is part of basketball. I feel like it was assessed correctly. And Angel Reese's reaction is the sort of...
The only reason this coon is defending Angel Reese is because she's black, period.
Reaction you get in a situation when you feel like you took an intentionally hard foul. That's competitiveness. That's rivalry. That's not hate. And so now, though, when RG3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train, and now follows along with what we saw from Keith Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy, as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Caitlin Clark's
the villain.
Heroic or hero
she is
story.
The hero.
The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country.
Oh my God. Oh my God. See, this is what the fuck I be talking about. This is what I talk about. You're mad that he has a white wife. Isn't this racism? Let's listen.
Athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think A'ja Wilson is the face of the league. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league.
A'ja Wilson's the face of the league? Are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck is A'ja Wilson? I thought her name was A'ja Wilson or some shit. Caitlin Clark is the face of the league. And until you racists understand that, this league will be no more.
Clark is the most important player in the WNBA. And a ton of her fandom has come along with some racial bias or some racial pieces to why
he brought up a man's wife being white.
People love her so much.
This is the definition of racism.
This whole piece, his wife is in the back, amening and clapping. And so to me, it's just another situation that now this young lady has to deal with. When I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how...
Are you fucking kidding me? Ryan Clark is the biggest fucking pander to black... Yo, Ryan, just say you don't like white people. Skedaddle.